So put that news out on Monday. The hole drilled down to 940 metres, so a deep hole. Very first hole collared in Lunnon basalt, which is the rock type we're hosted in on our property. Deepest hole ever drilled. Area 4 square kilometres, sits between our Foster nickel mine, sits between a concrete deposit, which is about 250,000 ounces on Goldfield side of the tenement boundary. This is the first deep hole. So we got down to the target depth, fantastic. Driller did a great job. They were super safe, super efficient. If anything, they drilled it too quickly. So now we're kind of scrabbling to catch up, log the hole, understand it. But we did go through some interesting geology. Really, the acid test now is to get the assays back and try and put the second hole in the best possible position. So the geologists have a big task. It's a deep hole. We need to thank the WA government for their support, but part of that support is we have to do a certain style of logging. We have to cut the hole in a certain way. So there's a big job to do. There's lots of interesting geology. As I said, it's the very first hole. So they want to take their time, they need to collect the proper data. We do a thing called lithogeochemistry that tells us where we sit in the stratigraphic column. All of that, and the assays, the gold assays obviously is super important. We need to do all of that before we plan the second hole, because I want to put that second hole in the best possible place to maximise the opportunity to test the target area as efficiently as possible. Look, just up the road there's an asset called Beta Hunt. It sits inside Westgold Resources now. Westgold bought that asset, or bought the company, a Canadian company called Karora Resources, in August of last year. Spent over $1 billion buying that company, principally to secure the Beta Hunt asset. We've got exactly the same geology. Beta Hunt was also a nickel mine originally, just like our Foster mine. Very similar shared history. It was much later in the piece at Beta Hunt that they started to find significant amounts of gold. So we're hoping that our Defiance West target is an analogue for Beta Hunt. We can't prove that until we've drilled it, and we can't prove it until we've got some gold assays to demonstrate that it's permissive for gold. So that's how big the prize could be. But it's early days, but geologists were always optimists. It's ever hopeful.